Hello, everyone, and welcome to battle number 59 of Battle of the Beasts All Generation, episode number 59. I'm Adam, and today I got two beasts fighting out for a spot in round 2. And this is a kind of obvious matchup with who's going to win. I only saved it for this slate because I think this has the chance to be a chance to show one of the competitors just how strong they are as a beast. Um, this is I am of course the way I'm saying it is just that hey, I know who's going to win. I'm just sacrificing the loser to show how strong the other beast is. Let's introduce the beast. So, representing Series 3, the Dark Realm, the only beast left of Series 3, whilst the rest of his team has already perished. Book number 3 is hoping to at least have one beast make it through, and that is Narga, the sea monster. His opponent, representing Series 8, the Pirate King, with with all 5 of his teammates also fighting, but 4 of them also making it through already. Will Koron Jaws of Death be joining them? Well, we're about to find out. So the battlefield here is obviously going to be a clock arena, and that's because we got our sea beast and a land beast. So we're going to have the clock arena from the Hunger Games there. When it gets edited, that's what it looks like. And with that, Lucas, Impus, let's get to the stats. Okay, so I'm just reading the abilities of Narga, and Narga has an ability which I didn't know he had. 2 abilities I didn't know he had. Not bad. And that's a very okay. Now that's not good. That an ability which was so good just has been sabotaged so badly. That's brilliant. And yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're going to go into weaknesses. We're going to start things off with Naga, as we always do it numerically. And oh my god, I learnt that Naga has a new ability called head duplication. So Naga is able to, when one of her heads is when one of his heads is severed, he's able to regrow. Uh, okay, this reminds me of the Hydra from Hercules. So when one of his heads is severed, 2 more get sprouted out, um, making Naga more aggravated against each other. So that is really good. And now we go to the weaknesses. One weakness is head removal. Naga's heads can be cut off. Shame. Head regrowth animosity, though. That's the other weakness. After being revived by Maximus and Rhea, and gaining the ability to regrow severed heads, the newly generated heads on Naga viewed the old as enemies, leading to regrown heads and originals savagely attacking each other. So, oh, what a kryptonite counter to that. That was a good ability, and that weakness has just shot it all the way down to one of the worst weaknesses for Hydra. Oh god, if Malix had that weakness, oh my god, Malix would not have won against Grimon. That's a really good weakness. And for Koron, no immunity to his tail. So Koron isn't immune to his own tail, which is poisonous. He can be killed if he's tricked into stabbing himself with it. So he does have some armor on him, but if it stabs him in the back of the neck, he's essentially going to die. But obviously, because it's poisonous, it's going to take 15 minutes. And limited potency of acid. Koron's acid cannot burn through wood from the tree or bean. So that means, okay, so the acid that drips from Koron's fangs, I have not been calling him Koron, have I? It's Koron. So the acid that drips from Koron's fangs cannot go through wood. That doesn't mean it can't go through flesh. So that means it should be able to help out with him in this battle. So, oh, I'm looking forward to this fight now. I did not. How did I not know about that ability? Like, I took a picture of all the abilities and weaknesses of each beast, and I just never read them. I did not know Narga had the ability to regrow his heads now. And with that weakness, it just. Oh, God, that's a big counter. That actually can ruin a battle for him. So it gives Narga a reason to protect himself. So with that, let's get into the fight. As both beasts exit from the chambers, Narga exits through the sea chamber, makes his way up out of one of the segments of the water, just walking on it because he has water walking ability now. And just spying all around. The other chamber door opens and Koron bounds out, roaring into the arena, getting ready to attack. Narga leans forward and goes to snap at Koron. Koron dodges it and slashes at Narga, causing a gash to appear all over the side of Narga's face, one of the Narga head's face. They hiss in aggravation, and Koron goes to snap at that head, but Narga reels their head back. Koron then charges up towards Narga, jumps onto Narga's body, in which all the heads are now staring at Koron. And they all go to attack at Koron at once. Koron uses his stinger to stab the jaw of the one behind, and slashes the ones to the side of him and bites at the one in front of him, causing all of them to just reel back. And one head that did get to Koron has only bitten into the tough armor on his back. Koron takes his scorpion tail and stabs it through the brain of that Narga head. And that Narga head reels up and slumps down. And with the Narga head that had his that got stung in the jaw, slumps down as well as Koron turned around and slashed at the neck, causing a giant gush of blood to come out. Koron then goes the extra mile and bites down into those Narga heads that slumps down onto the segments of the clock arena and bites them clean off, both of them, causing 4 heads to regrow. Koron looks shocked at first, but realize they're hissing, but not at him. Koron then backs away to the center of the arena just to see the 4 new heads hissing at the 4 old heads, which are hissing at them. Then a violent battle ensues, in which both heads are attacking, biting, strangling each other. Koron at this point is just confused and is wondering what the hell is there to do. In which Koron makes his way past Narga in the on that spoke towards the wall of the arena, in which Koron then decides to splash Narga, causing all the Narga heads to stop what they're doing and turn towards Koron, in which they all go up to attack Koron, like charging full force at him, and Koron just jumps out of the way as the Narga heads just slam themselves into that wall. Those heads are now blaming each other for causing them to crash. They're attacking each other again, and each time they're attacking, they're just pushing each other into the wall over and over and over again. With so much force, they're failing to notice at the top of the wall is starting to crumble. And when they do, a giant boulder from the top of that starts falling down. They look up to see their impending fate as the boulders just smash all their heads into their body, and they just start sinking to the bottom of the water. The bubbles that are forming, coming up to the top, they just start slowing until nothing. Koron makes his way back to his chamber door, very cautious on what to expect, as he doesn't know if they're still alive or not. But as Koron is still very cautious, just being very careful on where he's going, he just decides to stop in the centre of the arena, trying to get his bearings, because he doesn't know if he's won or not yet. But after what seems like 5 minutes of absolute nothingness, and the spectators just staring, wondering what Koron's doing, Koron just makes his way back to his chamber door. The chamber closes, and Koron is the winner. So with that, Narga's lost and Koron's won. If you think Narga should have won, please leave in comments below why you think that. However, my word is final, and Koron is moving on to the next round. So, Year Unknown, I am sorry that your favourite season of Beast Quest has been completely wiped out in round 1. But if I'm being honest, they're not the most spectacular beasts. Like, the story's good of Series 3, but the beasts are not that great. Not to mention, all their opponents that they had in this round were all stronger, if not nearly as strong as them. So, whilst they could put up a good fight, I doubt none of them could have won their battles. So with that, I'm afraid Series 3 is completely out of the tournament. Which is surprising, actually. I thought at least one of them would make it through. But with that, that's all for this time. No, hold on. I need to explain why Koron won. So basically, if the heads are going to attack each other, they're going to attack each other. He can distract them to where they'll come after him, and if he guides them to the wall and they keep attacking each other after that and just smashing each other into the wall's going to come down on them. This is exactly how the Hydra in Hercules was defeated. They weren't attacking each other, those Hydra heads, but they might as well have been, because they had a wall come down on them, a rock come down on them, they died. Simple as. So that's pretty much what I did here. So with that, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below, and I'll see you next time.